Right. No rain.
Yeah, bright and sunny. Weather looking good. No, for the past weekend we had no rain.
Okay, that's good news. Good news. Yeah.
Hmm.
Once again, Peter Pierre, it's a pleasure having you here. We have so many people.
Okay, I'm happy to be there.
Just to let you know, we have so many people logged on right now, waiting this
Okay,
interview.
okay. Yes, I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, man. So
Yeah.
can you tell us a little bit about? Can you tell us something about yourself, Peter Pierre, before we start? Who is Peter Pierre?
Okay, well, I have to go a little way back, right?
Of course, that's why
So
we're
we
here.
already on?
Yeah, yeah, we live,
We
we
already
live,
on?
we live, Pierre.
Okay, okay. Let me go a little way back. First, I still have to introduce myself.
Yes,
My name is Peter Pierre from Soufrière Saint Lucia, a member of the former popular band Rebirth 7, which I was the band leader, also singer and lead guitar player.
right.
Before Rebirth 7, let me tell you something. Before Rebirth 7, let me go way back in the 50s.
Yes.
There was two bands from Soufrière. I don't know if how little you was, if you can remember that one called Jack Beneke.
No, no, I can't remember that.
Okay, well, Jack Beneke, that guy was from Palmy, Suffolk. He went to England, before he had his own band, and the name of the band was something Merryman Orchestra. Then we had Mr. Mike Dovey. Do you hear about that band?
Yes,
Mary, that was Elfather, right?
yes, I heard of Mike Dover. Yes.
Mike Dovey. Well, he has his own band called MMO. The name was Merryman Orchestra.
Okay.
Now, later in the 60s, there was another band. The name was Piton Serenaders.
Right.
You heard about that band?
No.
Okay, you're too little
Well,
for that.
that's way way before my time, Peter Pierre.
Yes,
60s.
yeah, that was Piton Serenaders. The lead guitarist was a guy named Socket or Campus.
Hmm.
So he had his band, and then he had that the bass man was Leo August, right?
Right.
And then Lucius Francois' father, Peter,
Yes.
he was the drummer. So these guys were the. So,
You're gone. We're listening.
okay. Now after the Serenaders combo, but the Leo August now this system, he was the band manager. Then that's the time our Serenaders combo come. Not Piton Serenaders, but Serenaders band.
Right.
Where he was the band leader. There was a guy, we used to call him Simon Felix Sex. He died in England some years ago. He was
Yeah.
he was the guitarist, and then Lee was playing bass. That was a time when we had our own little show called Vincent Bryce. Other guy was singing Kokosh.
Right.
We had our little show called Smashville. So
Okay.
after a while, he used to manage the band, and things went out bad with him, financially.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Pierre,
So
Pierre, hold on, just to cut you off a minute. I've got Selrina on the line. She said my father was a member of the band. I'm not sure which one she's referring to.
okay, I think that
Selrina
was
Charles.
MMO. That was MMO. Yes, that is Michael. He was playing he was an instrument player, saxophone.
Right. Right.
That was MMO.
MMO. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Now,
Merryman Orchestra.
yeah. Now, Pierre, just before you continue, just
Mm-hmm.
give us a little history about your youth days in Soufrière. What was life like for you and your family growing up in Soufrière in the
Well,
community?
in the community, let me tell you, I learned to play guitar from my father. He was playing a folk song, the quadrille. He had his guitar, and I was very, very interested in that guitar playing. He used to hide the guitar. He used to put it in a plastic bag and then tie it for me to play it. Anytime he went away, I was in it.
Right.
So when I get my first little Boss guitar, I buy it, and I was on the square. He was singing. I learned a couple of chords. From that same time when I tell you 6 So in the square, halfway sheep, on them, we used to get around. I put my little box guitar and we sing, we had a little show. Everybody coming around.
Yes.
So that is where I started. But my real guitar licks come from that guy, Simon Felix. He taught me to play an electric guitar.
Okay.
Because when I started, I used to play a little box guitar because, it's open chords when playing a box guitar.
Yes, yes.
But really, on a sudden, I had a sudden urge to play the guitar. So it was a good experience. I learned very fast, and then I became very, very, very fast on my guitar.
That's good.
Now, before I forgot, then we had a band called Poinsettias.
Right.
You heard about that name?
No.
Okay. Poinsettias, all that come before Rebirth. The Leo guy he's the one managing us.
Yes.
Then he had load in the band, and he went to some financial difficulty. So the bank was owing. So that's the time there came that guy from Saint Jacques, Leo Alexander. He buy the instruments from the bank. We get together for beating with him, and that's the time we named the band Rebirth 7. You with me?
Yes. We listening? Yeah,
Okay.
we listening.
Okay. We at the time was practicing by the riverside, Ambakoko.
Yes. Winsville.
Where you're practicing. Yes, Winsville.
Yes.
So then we think we was good enough. That time there was Pinnock, there was Ninus, they had Lord Kent, they had Borkles, they had Kalalu. From Jack Mel. I went to get these two guys, to come to Soufriere. Kalalu was a drummer, and Boboy, which is Simon Dennis. He passed away a couple of years ago.
Yes, Boboy. Yeah, I've heard him before.
Yeah, he was a keyboard band, So I had to bring him down to Soufriere to organize the band Rebirth 7.
Right.
And the owner was Leo Alexander. He was the man managing and things.
Yes.
So by 1975, there was a time Peter told them we were writing songs. I say, man, let's write some music, because around that time the bands were mostly combo band, just picking guitar,
Yes.
That way it was a combo. It wasn't orchestra yet. People wasn't singing. You had no lead vocalist. So when come together, guys start singing. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
He was speaking. Yeah. All bands like True Tones, all these guys decided and picking were combos,
Yes.
So then guys developed a good sense of singing now. Fellas could sing. We can sing. Why don't we open the band record? So in 1975, we got to him, and then we went to Martinique, and he had a deal with a guy and a studio called En Route 3. That is in Martinique, French.
Yeah, Martinique. Yes.
So we went up there, and then we had that record, our first record, Tilangale, Bring the Heat Down, Family to See Me, all those things, under his leadership.
Yeah.
So after this, when he come back, we had a band going, very popular band at that time. We had record, apart from True Tones. So we were good.
Yes.
Very popular, playing all around the island. Then after a while, problem arises, when somebody own a band and then you have no share instrument and they dictate to, what they want to do. So, you say, man, hey, we are grown-ups now. We can have our own band, because we tired of playing with guys and then they had the instrument and everything.
Yeah.
So around that time, remind you, I wasn't working, we didn't have a job. Some of us didn't have a job,
Yeah.
The only guys that had a job was Buckles was the teacher, Ninus was at the factory, Pinnock was working at the factory.
Yes, I remember them. Yes.
Yes. So we have no money. So we got together and tell the guys, let's go to the bank, Then we had a good manager around that time. So talk to them, and they secure a loan, because you're the one working and the rest wasn't working, So the salary was the backup for that band.
For the band, yes.
Yeah. Now, let's start the confusion. They had Rebirth 7. When it come together now, without cutting short, let me go back. So that same guy, Alexander, he brought some players out and he named the same band Rebirth 7.
Okay.
But that wasn't original. Yeah, that
Right.
was the Rebirth 7. So
Yes.
every time you say that's his band, that is his name, you can use it.
Okay.
So, yeah, so we had to, lawyers have to get involved because I say, hey, you're the one that made the record. And people know. So when that band Rebirth 7 used to go out and play, people confused. What's going on? Because that's not a band that do from you to say mem Tilangali
Yeah, yeah.
on this kind of song, bring the heat down, confusion. So people like something was wrong. So as I told you a while ago, so the guys we get a loan, the other one that sponsored the loan because the other one working. Now when he had the band he called River 7, he bring us to court, so the other time he had to check our lawyer.
Wow.
So in Castries, our lawyer told us, okay, in as much using Rebirth 7, why don't we call ourselves Rebirth 7 Original?
Original, yes.
Yes, that is where the original
Came in.
come about. Yeah, because people confuse Rebirth 7 playing there, Rebirth 7 there,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
they don't
yeah.
know which one is the really one. So the lawyer advised us, to call the band Rebirth 7 Original because all the members were there, they want to make the record. Now in 77, sorry, then Sam OJ was our manager this time.
Okay. Samoja, yes.
So he went to Barbados and call a deal with World Record. Around that time, the recording was really mono. There was nothing stereo. It was a lot of problem. Guys playing on that side, the drummer there. You can't listen to that one. I mean, it was really chaos. Now that's the time we had Pinnock because Pinnock had left for England. So we bring
Oh, yes.
Fleming Alex
Fleming.
in the band. That's Fleming, yeah.
Peter, hold on. Just to cut it short, was Serena part of the band as well? You were
Fleming Alexander?
No. I mean Serena Charles.
Serena Style used to sing in the band, but in the shows.
I see. Okay, right.
Yeah, the shows. Yes, very vocalist person. Really, really good.
Yeah, Serena Charles. Yeah.
Nice voice.
Indeed.
Yeah. In shows, yes, Serena was there.
Okay, nice one.
Yeah, that's a masterpiece of a voice. That woman had. People was thinking I'm thinking of that as Rita Marley. That kind of voice.
Yes.
Yeah. So he had a couple of shows with her.
So I take it that was a big plus for Rebirth 7 Original, having a female vocalist on board.
When you have that giant vocalist in the background, man, yeah, according to him, you have people. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I was telling you because of that conflict with the two name band, we call ourselves Rebirth 7 Original. So in 1977, our second album was recorded in Barbados. Then we were very popular from our first record and the second one. So we had 2 tours back to back in St. Croix.
Right.
The St. Lucians in St. Croix wanted that band to come in.
Yeah.
So we had a tour in 1979. And the following year, 1980, we had the next tour again. We rocked St. Croix. And that was, then after that, in the 80s, things wasn't going with the band, some members, because, we wasn't working,
Yes.
We wasn't working, and then, some of us was depending on that little money the band make, and then they have to pay transportation and this kind of thing. So the guys, they wanted to pursue higher goals, So Niners left, then Rodkins left. The only one that remained was me, holding on to that Rebirth 7, a little contracts in Manchester,
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so I hold on for a good while, then when I see things was still working for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I had families to see, you see, I had children, so
yes.
I had to make a move.
Yeah.
So I had to leave the band. We had a contract in Manchester,
Yeah, the contract, yes.
And then, I played our little music, so that was what we were depending on. So I had to leave, and this is where I reside for the past 30 years in St. Croix.
Okay. Now,
yes, in the Muslim. Talk to me.
Now, why was it? You never tell us. Why was it called Rebirth 7?
Okay, Rebirth 7. That name Rebirth 7. You know what the word rebirth means? Anytime you something from the past. You make like it's like a rebirth of anything, right?
Yes, yes.
And then it was the 7 of us.
Oh, 7 of you,
So
right?
anything that yes, and anything that gives birth to anything, the rebirth of these, the rebirth of that. So that's why we get that name, the rebirth 7, because it was a 7 of us.
Right.
So that is where that name, and it was a very catchy name
Okay.
because around that time it was the rebirth 7, it was the Merrymakers from Ancillary, then there was Survival from Viewfort, and then it was a bombshell because Survival was popular now. Rebirth 7 was more popular. Anytime we giving these fellas a flop because we were very popular. They used to criticize. Vision.
Yeah.
Everybody young around that time.
Right,
Let
right.
me give you this. Hmm.
Hello, you breaking up, Pierre? Are you there? Hello.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, okay. You were saying now? You
yes, yes. I was saying around that time, Rebirth 7 was very popular. And anytime we went to Viewfort, it was a competition between Rebirth and Survival.
right.
And then that song, um, you know that song called Hotel California?
Yes, I know that song, yes.
Okay, we used to play that song, and I was playing that guitar parts from the Eagles from the start to the finish. Now that guitarist for that band was playing it too. Now when Alvin was I forget Alvin was a vocalist in that band also, and Ninus was singing. Ninus was
Yes.
the one singing Hotel California.
Okay. Right.
Yes. So what happened? Everybody was looking forward for that guitar part because that was the essence and the big thing in that music, Hotel California.
Mm-hmm.
So when I come that from top to bottom, saying I was playing exactly how the guy was played, and then oh, they used to chairs and say, okay, he's good, he's good, he's good. So we get together, yeah, yeah. So because he was a good guitarist, well, he's Monty
Yes.
Extra, he was a good guitarist too. So he say when I play that part, he say, what, he's good, he's good. You can give Jack his jacket. So
Yeah.
let me go a little way back. So when the band went to trouble, I went back to Castries.
Yeah.
I played for a couple of bands in Castries.
Okay.
I played for the Indies band. It wasn't the real original Indies band, but I played for Indies band. I played for a band called Chapter 8.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Chapter 8 band I played with, everybody knew me as a lead guitarist, but they had one of the bass band. I was playing bass also.
Okay.
So Bo Hickson from the Two Tones, he was the one giving me a little coach on the bass, to get a little more speed.
Okay.
So
True tones.
I played with Chapter 8. Now, when they get a guitarist, his name was Francis Regis.
Mm-hmm.
He had that ego, so they let him go. Now, when I was playing the band, he come in by the band, criticize, oh, he's a countryman, the country boy, they hired a countryman, all this kind of thing. Yeah, because around that time, when you come from Soufre and doing
Yes,
the
yeah.
Castries,
From the country.
so I started making a name in Castries. Now, I played for from Castries, I played a good while. Then they had one of the guitarists for the Halcyon, they call that band, from Halcyon Days Hotel,
Mm-hmm.
a guy called Lawrence. I also played with that band. So I played for a couple of bands, before when I left Sufred, and when I come back, the rest of the instrument get organized. When I get left, what keep me on was a little gig at the hotel with Francesni
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Nick, And then when I see my kids are growing up, it was time for them to move on. That is
Yeah,
why,
yeah, yeah.
I went to pray.
Now, Pierre,
And
now,
yes,
just to cut you off, now let's go back to when the band split up in two. There were two Rebirth 7. Did that took you
yeah.
guys? Did that took you guys by surprise? Like the guy just named another band Rebirth 7.
No, we know with the band owner attitude, you could get something, because from the time he told us he can get guys to play because he has the instruments and we don't have the money.
Okay.
So he think he had the upper hand.
So
Yes, if he had the upper hand because he had a cash, he had transportation, all this kind of thing.
okay. So can I ask you? So the other Rebirth 7 were the players were from Sufer as well.
The original Rebirth, and all of us are from Soufrière, except
I
the
mean,
two guys I told you, the drummer.
yes. Now I'm talking about the other Rebirth 7 when the band split up.
Oh, no, Bertie played drums for them for a while.
Bertie, yes, I remember Bertie.
Bertie was the drummer. Yes, I forgot to mention that our boy Valrus play for Poinsettias also. He was the drummer.
Valrus, our Valerie.
Yeah, Valrus was a good left drummer.
Valerie kept that a secret. He kept that a secret.
You never tell us? Oh,
No,
yes,
Valerie
I
never
forgot to mention.
Valerie never told us that.
Yeah, that man was our drummer. And he was left-handed, so you could imagine when a left-hander playing drums.
Eh.
And it was from him, his brother Bertie learned to play drums.
Okay, I never knew that. Valerie never told us that.
Bertie played for, Bertie played for a while. So Bertie was playing for the other band. But mostly all the players were from Jack Bell and elsewhere. And they had the bass man was a guy from Ravinclair. But the guitarist and whatever, the singer, everybody was from Jack Bell.
Right.
So them boys had their own small group in Jack Bell. They were playing in church.
Okay.
So he played with them, but they wasn't as good as us. We had to stay a little more professional than them.
Yeah.
You see.
The original Rebirth 7.
After that,
yeah.
Yes, and after that we went to orchestra. We had John Dennis playing trumpet.
Okay.
We had the guy playing trombone. We had bass man playing saxophone. Even Gregor Charles played in Rebirth 7 when the guys left.
Mm-hmm.
You know Gregor Charles, right? Your brother.
Yes, Charles. Yeah, Gregor.
Okay. Yes, all the guys played. We first then Alvin Matrin was the lead singer and everything. So after when these fellas left, then I said, even Jashim from Conrays played with Rebirth.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
yeah.
So we found out I wanted to keep the band together.
That's good. Can I ask you, do you remember a night when Alvin A.G. Simpson took the bass guitar on the night?
When he was playing?
I think so.
Yeah, he played bass. Because in the hotel, when he had a small group, right?
Yes.
The same Rebirth 7, the small group you play in the hotel. He was up one playing bass and sing.
Okay. A.G. Simpson.
Yeah, he was playing bass and sing, yes.
Right.
Right. But Eddie Simpson started long before, from when he left school,
Okay.
At the time, the Queen shows were taking place at the St. Isidore Hall. You can remember that?
Vaguely.
Okay.
I was very young then, maybe toddler.
Okay, very young. Well, the Queen shows in Soufrière. That is where Alvin started singing first.
Okay.
Then guys like even Lucius François, Beau Sweetie, all those guys used to sing in little shows.
Okay.
Old Bourgeois, Brian.
Yes, Old
Bourgeois.
Yes.
Yes. All those guys singing in our Rebirth in our little show,
Yeah.
So we started from afar, and every little musician in Soufrière that had the little ability.
Past through
you have to bring them in. Yes. Then you start get popular on the orchestra side. Then we had calypso shows.
Mm-hmm.
That's the time Alman came in, Ringo came in.
Yes, I remember them days. Yes.
Okay, that was a different stage in Rebirth. We had brass and those guys.
John Dennis
was singing Fapo, all those guys.
Yeah.
That was a different stage in Rebirth 7. Yes.
Can I ask you now? You all used to rehearse in a little garage, Bakoko, Waynesville.
Yes.
Now you said only 3 of you was working at the time. Did y'all get this place for free, or you had to pay rent?
Free other man.
Beg your pardon?
We was depending on the band. I was depending on the band to make a little money to pay the rent
for the garage.
So when the band make a little money, we had to pay the loan, whatever coming to the loan. We had to pay transportation, and we had to survive on whatever that was left. Sometimes $40 each member, 30.
Yeah.
DJLT, let me tell you something. The only time he was making a little more money is around Christmas time.
Yeah.
Because that is where people partying. After midnight mass, we played at the Hummingbird. then Town Hall, and Christmas holiday in Fort Saint Jacques.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only time of the year we was making a little money. But when you go out and play all around the island, all the money made was going through the load and transportation. So
Yes.
you know how frustrating it is, and fellas
Yes,
wasn't
yes.
working and they have their kids.
Yeah. I could understand
You know,
that. That
but we
was
still
tough
hold
time.
on. You know,
Tough times.
so it was tough. It was tough. It
Yeah.
was time. It wasn't easy
But I'm not sure if I heard you.
because
I'm not sure if I heard you correctly. The little garage you were rehearsing, did you all got that for free or you had to pay rent for this garage?
oh, that is by the rainbow. Yes,
By the
we used to
rainbow?
pay rent.
For the garage?
Yeah,
Yes.
yes. It wasn't the garage. We were renting the whole downstairs house for $40
A month.
a month.
Okay.
Yes. So the little garage that was where the band was practicing,
Yes.
but I was living in the house downstairs,
Yeah.
and most of us were living there. Yep. Yeah, your memory flashback. Yeah, you had a good flashback with your memory.
Yeah, because when I was a
Yeah.
when I was a little boy growing up, I used to come by the
Yeah.
garage and watch you guys rehearse. One on top each other.
Yes.
Guys used to sit down anywhere and try and find a little space for them to play an instrument, you know.
Okay, it was a good entertainment for the town too, because
Yes.
people from other town used to come right by the river to listen to us practice,
Yes.
And then in the days, there was a time, one of the year, I can't tell you the year, but we backed up a lot of foreign bands too, group like this, that guy from Jamaica, Eric Donaldson.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
That was the same in the little garage. He practiced. Then we back a lot of guys from Dominica. That was in Castries and Surrey. Even the guy talk about Chubby and the Root Brothers,
Yeah.
Midnight Groovers.
Midnight Groovers. Yes.
We played those guys in Connery's.
Wow.
We played we played some guys in Castries too. I forget there was a popular band. That band. Okay, I'll hum the song.
Oh yeah. Midnight Groovers.
Not me that it's an ex band that was very popular.
Wait, in Dominica.
No, those guys
Oh.
they were
Exile
they were
One.
from there, but you're based in Exile One.
Exile One. Right. Okay.
Yep. Yes, Exile One. Yeah, Exile One. We
Exile
played with those guys in Castries, Exile One.
Okay. Yes. Good band.
So we have our days, because they're very popular, So we play for a good couple of bands, overseas.
Right.
Yeah, we played with Midnight. A lot of people don't know that, but we played Midnight Groovers, we played Exile One,
Yeah.
And but I'm telling you, it was very hard around that time. People don't have the money, and then you have to be singing good or popular to make a little buck because people will they'll stand outside the dance hall, and then you have to play a certain. Okay, first of all, let me give you a little joke about that.
Yes.
When you went and play out, you have to play a song that's to balance the band, right? Everybody is in the dance hall. They pay yet, You have to play one tune. Then they'll ask for a second tune. You have to abide it down, play a second tune. Then the guy collects the money, everybody, we want to start and go out. So everybody have to go out. But if we play one tune, they're coming inside.
Wow.
Everybody coming in a dance hall, everybody standing outside.
Wow.
And everybody, the dance hall is packed, but you have to play two tunes for them to satisfy how we singing. And they're going out, and then they paying the money.
Yeah.
Now,
One
there
second.
was a little trick.
One second, Peter P. I've got Papa on the line. He said yes, it was Exile One, DJ Papa, and Melon as well. He said yes, it was Exile One.
Yeah.
Okay, so bigger Papa and Melon as well. They all listen.
Yeah. Okay.
As well.
Okay. Melon Alphonse.
Yes, and Papa as well. He's listening. He said it was Exile One.
And Papa. Yes. DJ Papa, when he used to have little gigs, he come with his little hi-fi and help. And there was a next string set I forget. Jolly Josie.
Right.
Jolly Josie and Valrus, they are a technician when you go to Castries and played. We had a carnival group in Suffolk called Bees.
Yes, I think I know that. Yes.
Okay, the Bees. So when you're on the road, them classes have a kind of power, and our little song is so thin. We want to raise it up, but we burning the tweeters. Valrus and Jolly's here, the one that will come fix up a Twitter. And Jolly saying, Pierre, don't open it too loud, buddy. So you have to bring the frequency down, to get the power. But these guys, they were our technician. They were on the truck, everything. If a speaker blowed off, the other one with their little gun, soldering that thing for us to go back.
Wow. Big up to Valrus.
It was, yes, it was fun. Valrus was our technician and Jolly. Them guys have their little soldering gun, when you blow off a speaker. Because on the road, you must have sound and power because people following you,
Yes.
And the other bands are heavier than us. We're trying to keep up with them,
Yeah.
So we're blowing tweeters there, we're blowing speakers there. But
Peter Pierre, hold on, Peter Pierre. Papa said, I remember those days when you had to put people out of the dance before it started. That's from DJ Papa.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to give that pill. You come in and just put your man at the door to collect money. No. you have to give the people a prime.
Yeah.
So when you sound good, now I was telling you before you cut off.
Yes.
It's a little trick when you go and play out.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes all the people they stay outside the dance hall. They don't want to come in,
Yeah.
Playing maybe song they're coming in. There's a special song we use to play. That song was Tilang Gale.
Okay.
When you play that song Tilang Gale,
people coming in.
That's on the album, right?
Yeah. Can we just Peter Pierre, can we just feature this track Tilang Gale for our listeners, okay?
Yes.
We'll get back to you. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Voice of the one, Peter Pierre, out of the River 7 original of the Soufrière Sulphur City, St. Lucia. Live on RFI Radio 102.1 FM. Big tune out of River 7 original out of Soufrière Sulphur City. Live with us, Peter Pierre, the lead vocalist, lead guitarist as well. Just want to big up all members as well from River 7 original. Still around. Buckles, Pinnock, Kalalu, Valrus, yeah man. Technician. Once again, big up to all the old members. Sabrina Charles. Big tune, Peter Pierre. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a big tune. Yeah, Tilang Gale, right?
That's a big tune. So,
who wrote that song anyway? Who wrote that song?
This song is a folk song, It's a folk song from St. Lucia. They have some many scouts was playing it, other group was playing it.
Yes.
That's a folk song, just like Tiwe Lamont and Group Petla.
Oh yes.
Yes, so Tilang Gale is not St. Lucia alone, but I think some parts of the Caribbean people in Jamaica, they know about the Tilang Gale thing, But
okay.
It had a special dance, It had a special dance to it. People used to, the women used to hold them their waist and their foot, and they used to dance the Tilang Gale.
Okay.
So the rhythm, the lyrics were like Tilang Gale Rider was a tall, short man. Right. As he done like this, I did like this.
Okay.
Then the Island Bueno is the next local song, folk song we put together. I think Bueno, all this kind of thing, we put
Right.
together. So the Tilangale song had a magic on the people outside the dancehall down to come in. And anytime we hit that tune, people rushing to pay the money now. The Tilangale.
That's amazing.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So we had to lengthen it to make it long enough because people came on dancing from the door. They paying their money. They were already dancing, and those are the back dancing. So you had to keep Tilangale a long time,
Wow.
before it hit the next song.
Okay. Pierre, hold on, Pierre. I've got Augustus Divine White. I don't know if you remember him. Augustus
That
Divine.
is Serena.
No, Augustus.
Augustus Divine. Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you asked me to tell you did you play with Gramax before?
No. Oh, I didn't play in the Gramax band, but we play with Gramax also.
Okay.
Yes.
What's
It's
about?
a good reminder, Augustus remember.
Yes, he's listening as well. What's about? He said, what's about Gasoline?
We played with Gasoline too.
Right.
We played with Gasoline.
big up yourself, Augustus.
When I tell you the band, yeah, the band played with yes, Gramax, all those bands when they come to St. Lucia. Because you were a Kadas band, we are the one playing with them, backing them up. Gramax and Gasoline.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah,
Wow,
thanks
wow.
Augustus for the remember. Yeah, we play for a lot of those bands. Anytime they come to St. Lucia, Rebo 7, the promoter from Castries is really checking, to play with those bands.
Wow.
Yeah, I met with Jeff Joseph when he was. We had a good time when he played. Castries. You never heard about a place called Palm Beach in Castries?
Palm Beach, yeah.
I think
not sure.
that's the Halcyon. It's further down.
Oh, the Halton. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. That was where that place was swinging before.
Right.
Yes.
And also, Pierre.
And then the place called the.
Just to cut it short, Pierre. Do you remember Slicks Didier?
Who did you?
Slicks.
Felix.
Yeah, Felix Didier. Yeah, I think they must have spelled it correctly. Felix Didier and Mirana. Or do you know any of these names?
I'm trying to remember.
You can remember.
Name.
It's Alex. It's Alex Didier. Alex Didier.
Oh, Alex Didier.
Alex Didier. Yes.
Yes.
Correction.
Yes. Alex Didier. Used to sing a little shows before. She's in the States right now.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, Alex Didier. Alex Didier. They're from how do you call that street? By the Caliente.
Oh yeah, no, the Caliente.
How do you call that street coming down? Yes, Alex. Yes.
That was from.
I didn't forget the next female singer.
That was from
Mona Matre.
Yes, Mona. Yes. Wow.
Yeah, Mona used to sing with us. So when we went to St. Croix, we toured with Mona.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yes.
long
But
time.
other people listening, man, and they're trying to.
Yes, a lot of people listening to you,
These
Peter Pierre.
These people are old school, so they're listening.
Yes, old school. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I forgot Alex Didier, man. All those people were part of us, Yeah, we had a long follow. Now, the place I think was most popular in all senses was in Miku.
Mm-hmm. Miku, yeah?
Yes. Anytime there can be any activity in Miku, as long as above 7 coming.
Yeah.
Every dance hall will flop.
Right.
Every occasion that around that time, when you have First Communion, that was a big thing in St. Lucia. First Communion, you must have a dance. We played in the parish center that was reserved for Rebo 7.
Wow, amazing.
Because, we putting people all from Soufrière, Vieux-Fort, Dennery, everybody coming to Mikud.
Wow.
Imagine we opened 2 discos in Mikud when the guys built that disco. It was Rebo 7 that opened those 2 discos in Mikud.
Okay.
Yeah, very popular there.
Now, Peter Pierre, I want to play a song for you. And you're going to talk to me about it. Give me 1 second, okay?
Yeah.
I think it was one of the biggest songs in St. Lucia, even in Guadeloupe, Martinique, French Guyana. 1 second. 1 second.
Yeah.
La J. Maman ou te jati ou pas maye. Papa ou te jati ou pas maye. Sese ou te jati ou pas maye. Grand frère ou te jati ou pas maye. Toi quand jeune fille c'est la peine maman. La peine garçon c'est des papa. Bien ton on va m'en déchepper ou pas ni ou pour pas ou la main.
Song of the Rebirth 7, original out of Sulphur, Sulphur City. We live with Peter Pierre. They're the lead guitarist. Peter Pierre, big tune.
Good tune, good tune.
Yes, who wrote that song? Was it you?
Say it again.
Say it again.
Oh, let me give you a little history about this tune, right? My Bo, My Papa.
Yes, go on.
That song make a hit. I don't know how or why. Up to now, every Sunday, What FM playing that song when they playing the Soca and Zouk thing.
Right.
That song make a hit. And to tell the truth about that song and me, I didn't like my voice on that song.
Mm-hmm.
Because it wasn't that smooth, it wasn't that polished, but I just sang it in my mouth and had upon my. But that's the lyrics that catch people,
Yes.
you know. Because what the song was saying that your mother tell you not to get married, your father not get married. Now you catch in and now you just like a man of war that is firing shots. That's a man of Rafiziwe. That's what all about. So at the same time, I'd say my boy is good, so it's either good or it's bad, so, you know, in between. And that song make a hit, and I tell you, man, when I had radio station playing that song all the time, it was the most favorite song on that album, My Bo, My
yes,
Papa.
yes. Peter Pierre, one second. I've got Linus. He said that my dad used to follow that song, the band everywhere, Mr. Labode.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Linus, yes. Lino.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Labode follow the band everywhere. Rebirth 7 goes.
Yes. Because what happened, his father was the one transporting us. He had a little van around that time.
Yes.
Yes,
okay.
He was the one transporting us, you know, to go and play when we lived out of Soufrière.
Yes, and also I've got Lord Kent on the line. He said big up to Peter Pierre. Lord Kent.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, Lord Kent was very popular when he came down, you know, in St. Lucia. He had that song, Karate One. We rocked that Karate One on the square in Castries.
Right.
There was a time we called Bandoroma, where all the band plays together.
Okay, I can remember that.
Okay, yes. So we went to Castries and Karate One. Before the chorus come from Lord Kent's mouth, Karate One. Everybody, Karate One, Karate Two. That was a hit song on the Bring the Hit Down album. Karate One.
Was it called Karate Man or something? Let me see if I could...
Karate One.
Yeah, let me see.
The song was Karate Man.
Yeah, let me see if I could find that song.
Karate.
All right, let me feature this track as well. Big up to Lord Kent.
Yeah.
When French Island. Walking down the street one night, the man asking me for a fight. I told him I never learned karate, so he decided he go teach me. We start karate 1. We just begun.
Karate 2.
It's me and you. Karate 3. And he putting punches on me. Hold on. Karate 4. I say no more. Karate 5. I wanna stay alive. Karate 6. But you giving me endless kicks.
The voice of the one, Lord Kent, from the Rebel 7 original Karate Man, from way back, long time. On Body Fast Live is Peter Pierre, from the Rebel 7 original, out of Soufriere, Selfa City, St. Lucia, 758.
Let's go in a ring and start to practice the thing. You say that boxing you're talking about, why not get a kick in your mouth? You give me a yoke straight to my head. Now fight karate, I said. Karate 1. We just begun. Karate. It's me and you.
Yes, Peter Pierre, Karate Man.
Yeah, yes. That song was very popular in Castries and the Rebel 7 area. Anytime we hit the Castries area, that was a Karate Man.
Yes. Did he win? Did Kent won road match with that song? By any chance?
He won a couple of road matches. Let me see if Karate won. I think so, you know. It was Lord Ken, it was Fapo. Those guys won a road match, you know.
Maybe Linus could tell us.
Sure. But I think Karate, yeah.
So you're not sure
I'm
whether...
not too sure about Karate, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that was a road match song, you know, in Soufriere.
I'm not sure if Linus remember that or Lord Kent or DJ Popo remember. Selrina, somebody could tell us whether you won road match with that song.
Yeah, I think Karate won as a road match song.
That was in the early 80s, maybe.
Well, we recorded in 1975, so they have to be around in the early 80s. Because we were the only band in Soufriere that was taking care of Carnival and every activity in Soufriere. We were the only band.
Okay. And also, Peter Pierre, just to let you know, Peter Pierre, we got Buckles listening as well, all the way in Canada, I think. Buckles.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buckles. Remember? Yeah, they call him Bogri, I think.
Yeah. That probably. He was our rhythm guitarist.
Okay, yeah, he's listening as well. He's listening.
Yeah, and then he was a backup vocal in our record.
Right.
Yes, he's the one singing. Especially in Karate 1, he sings background in Karate.
Yeah.
Karate Man.
Maybe Lord Ken,
Karate.
Maybe Lord Ken can clarify that whether he won road match with that song, or also
to me that was a good.
He said he won road match with She Want a what? She Want a Man.
Yes.
Yeah. But I'm not sure for this song. Maybe Lord Ken can clarify this with us as well.
Yeah. Because that song, She Want a Man. Yes.
Yeah, Popo said, I don't think Karate Man was a road match. From DJ Popo, he said he's not sure whether it was a road match.
But Karate, She Want a Man, that was a big tune too.
She Want a Man, yes, I remember that, yes.
Because we rock Castries with that song, you know. The Castries people, they know that song, you know. Because when you had our local Calypso shows, guys from Castries used to come on the radio station, used to come and record live, you know.
Okay.
They used to play it on the radio. These fellas come in and said the thing, and then everything. That is where Alman, Bringo get popular, you know, because all those guys from Castries, they were coming down, you know, to do live recording, you know, and then
right
on Sundays and local shows.
Yeah, Lord Ken is trying to call me as well. You know, he basically texts me. Lord Ken is trying to call me. Yeah. So Peter Pierre, now let's go back to the song we played a while ago. Can you give us a little acapella? Mama Tiadu Pamale Pamaye.
Oh.
Yeah, can you give us a little? Can you give us a little acapella?
Yes.
All right, then go for it.
Yeah. Mama Tiadu Pamaye. Papa, what is that do, Pamaye? Se se ou te jadi ou pa maye, wan frère ou te jadi ou pa maye. La peine garçon, c'est toi raison, pas cause maman. La peine fille, c'est la peine maman. Mais après ça, on commande échapper, ou pas ni moun pou ba ou la main. Mais après ça, ou ka ou clé kon yon man noir qui ka fiziwe. Ma est bon, ma est pas bon. Maman, vini ouais ça. Ma est bon, ma est pas bon. Papa, vini ouais ça. How you get it?
This was a big tune. Let me play a song. This is an anthem, man, an anthem, you know, a classic. Let me feature his track one more time.
It is classic, yes.
Yeah, let me feature his track one more time. Put up here, 1 minute.
Yeah.
1 second.
Yeah.
La J. Maman ou te jadi ou pa maye, papa ou te jadi ou pa maye, sese ou te jadi ou pa maye, grand frère ou te jadi ou pa maye. Toi quand jeune fille c'est la peine maman, la peine garçon c'est des papa. Bien toi m'envoie demander chepe ou pas ni moun pou ba ou la main. Mais à présent on ka ou clé pour un manoir qui ka pisi ouais. Ma est bon, ma est pas bon. Maman vini ouais ça. Ma est bon, ma est pas bon. Papa vini ouais ça. Ma est bon, ma est pas bon. Maman vini ouais ça. Ma est bon, ma est pas bon. Papa vini ouais ça. Toi quand jeune fille c'est la peine maman. La peine garçon c'est vieille papa.
Now, Peter Pierre, tell me, how does that make you feel? I mean, you're hearing this song playing over and over to this present day in Dominica, Martinique, Guadeloupe, French Guiana.
Yes, it's a good sense of nostalgia to hear those songs, you know, in your younger days, you make it, and then as you grow of age, you can still, the young generation still listen to it, and people all around the world still listen to it. It makes me feel a kind of way special, you know.
Right.
And with no regrets, you know.
Yeah.
And people still like that song. Maybe they don't know the one that wrote it, the one that's singing it.
Right.
Just apart from people from Soufre and elsewhere, you know, other musicians. But you know, it makes me feel proud, you know.
Right.
And then a lot of kudos go to you too, you know, for recognizing me and having that, you know, having that interview so people can listen and know about Rebirth 7 from Soufre, Wumtong.
But would you say this was your biggest track from Rebirth 7? Would you say that was the biggest track on the album?
On the Root Vibes, yes, that was the biggest track.
Yes.
It was more popular than the other song.
Okay. And also, I've got a question for you, Peter Pierre. I think that it's an unknown text. Who was the first drummer for Rebirth 7? Was it Bertie or Kalalo? I don't know who the caller is. I know where they call him from, but
the first drummer that was in Poinsettia, that was Bertie.
Bertie, right.
Yes, but Rebirth 7, I had to bring Kalalu down from Jackmel and the late Bob Boys as a keyboard man.
Okay.
They were the one that record. But Bertie and them was on Poinsettia.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, I even forget, in Poinsettia we had an ex-drummer too, you know, Joe Manjiji. That's the Reno brother.
Yes,
I taught him how to play drums. He played with the band for when the guys left. You know, I trained Joe to play drums. He played drums for a while too.
Okay, interesting.
Yes.
But coming back to RFI, Valerie. I mean, I'm a bit shocked. I never knew you was a drummer, Valerie.
Yeah, Valerie was a drummer, and the left-handed drummer. Such he was very good.
He kept his quiet.
Play good drums.
He kept his quiet, Valorous.
Yeah, well, he kept that little one quiet and secret from me. Yeah, Valorous was our drummer, drum and technician.
I never knew that, man.
Yes, when you're in Castries, man, Valorous had his meter. He and Jolly Josie, they had a little soldering gun. Yeah, to make sure that we sound good and all right. Wow. Yeah, Valorous plays drum for a good while with us, man.
Peter P, I have another question for you. I don't know where the caller is from. Look like the number is from St. Lucia. They said was Pinnock the original member of the band? Pinnock.
Yes, Pinnock was the original member of the band.
Okay, so yeah, questions
Now,
keep popping up.
Let me give you a little thing. In the serious band.
1 second, Peter Pierre. Another question from Papa. He said Elf played the drums as well. Elf.
Yes, Elf played. Yes, I forget the late Elf played drum. It's still in Poinsettia.
In Poinsettia, okay.
Not in Rebel 7. Yeah, Elf played drums. Yes.
Okay.
All happened in Poinsettia.
Okay.
Poinsettia lasts a good while. Before the name Rebel 7 started.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, Elf played drums for us.
It's history.
Even the Lord Zorina.
Okay, Zorina, yeah.
Yeah, the Zorina passed away, but Zorina.
What, was he a drummer as well, or part of the band?
He was a drummer. That big fighter that was in Fossejac between Tong people and Fossejac people, Zorina was a drummer in the Paris Center where he was playing. Under that fight, came between Fossejac and then went to the Tong, Fossejac versus Soufrière Tong people. Yeah, it's a trouble that in that same Paris Center when we were playing, and then a fight broke out there, between some Soufrière people and Fossejac, and that fight went up from Soufrière by the square up to Castries.
What?
Yeah. Zorina was a drummer.
Okay.
Yeah, because when the Tong people was fighting the Fossejac people, some people those run on foot and was waiting for them by the square because at that time they was waiting for transportation to go to Castries and look on the fight.
Yeah.
And break by the square, and others was passing by the Palmis Road. They want to come in the town to take transportation to go to Castries. Yes, that was a little bit history,
Wow, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's feature another track from Rebirth 7, Peter Pierre. 1 minute.
Okay.
les jours, il cababie, bis maniata, et les nions.
102.1 FM, things turn up, turn up, turn up.
Moi camado mité, souple, souple. Moi camado mité, oui, mité. Moi camade.
Song of the Rebirth 7 original out of Soufrière, Sulphur City. Another popular track as well, Peter Pierre.
Yeah, that's a big tune here. That was a big tune up this only, yeah.
Yeah, 1 second, Peter Pierre. I've got Augustus there as well. He said, you remember the brass line was Sacco, Marcus, and John.
Yes, that was an orchestra part. The brass was Marcus from Castries. Yeah.
And Sacco, you said?
And John Dennis.
John, yes.
Sacco, yes, I was trying to remember. Sacco.
Okay.
Sacco is from Soufrière, but he related to Richie Snack.
Yes, the first King dude, yes.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're the trombonist.
Okay. Nice.
Now, let me give you a little reminder on that our first album, Bring It Down.
Mm-hmm.
When you went to record that album in Martinique,
right?
The studio manager, he wanted, for part of the deal, he wanted us to record a special song from the Mighty Sparrow, and he told us if we record that song, we wouldn't get that deal.
Wow. Now,
that song was the Witch Doctor from the Mighty Sparrow.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to learn the Witch Doctor from Sparrow lyric and then record it on the Rebirth 7. It wasn't our doing. It was his choice because that song was very popular in Matic, Witch Doctor.
Yeah.
So he tell us for the deal to go, we must record that song on his label. So that is why I sang that song, Witch Doctor. You never played the Witch Doctor yet?
No, I don't think we have.
Okay, well you have to make a research and get the Witch Doctor. Now, a lot of people is missing in that song, that album, but they're missing in Witch Doctor. Sparrow, yes. He said Sparrow was very popular in Martinique.
Yeah.
And now, let me tell you about the record deal. The record deal was around, you wasn't making money that,
No money?
No, they pay your passage, they pay your hotel, and that's 500 records, they're giving you.
500?
Yes, 500 records. And if you want other records, you have to buy it from them.
So when you got the 500 records, what did you do? Did you sell them on, or you shared with the band members?
Yes, we have to sell them. Yes, we have to sell them for us to make a little profit element for ourselves. But they are the one that make all the money. That's why that song album make a hit in Africa.
Right.
Now, a lady from Martinique, she's a lawyer, whatever. She came down to St. Lucia and tell that we can get royalties from that album because that album make a hit. But somebody said that woman is a schemer also. Don't trust her too much,
Yeah.
She will make us sign. She can all the documents to sign and tell us the amount of $1,000 we could get. We just have to sign certain people and then the royalties. But we don't know the woman. So our lawyer advised not to sign that paper unless it is very steady for law in St. Lucia. So we let that pass. Yeah, it was 500 records. The deal, mostly all the bands from Merrimack, because that was the same deal. The company give you 500 records, and after that, you buy the record from them. But they pay your passage and they sleep. And then, let me tell you, by staying in a hotel, we stayed 14 hours to do that album,
14 hours?
Yes, people tell you, from the time we reach, 14 hours.
Wow.
We make that thing. Yes, we drink, we eat, we take a break in the studio, and the next day we fly back to St. Lucia.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, we left the studio at around 4 o'clock in the morning. And that's much sleep you can take because you have to fly back to St. Lucia. But the deal was 500 records. And after that, you have to buy the record from the company.
So how much did you sell one record for, Peter Pierre?
A record around that time was selling about $10.
$10. Wow.
Yes. It was $10 a record. Imagine around that time, an LP was $10. And apart from that, when the guy make a lot of money, he cut a lot of 45s, which we didn't get the 45s.
Yes.
But we cut 45. I think it was the Witch Doctor and another song again, And he circulated all around the French-speaking countries.
You should
like
be getting
Suriname.
Yeah.
Royalties, but you ain't get that because you had 45s of radio stations.
Wow. I think it's too late for you to chase that up, Peter Pierre, to get the royalties.
I don't think it's too late because Buckles always telling me, anytime we meet in St. Lucia, there is a royalty company in St. Lucia.
Yes.
Which Pinnock was checking them, but they say they want to meet the original singer, the singer's original singer.
Yes.
Because what he told Buckles telling me, every time you see our song on the radio for advertisement, for everything.
Yes.
Royalty should be paid for this song.
I agree.
But but you have to register. Yes, but you have to register the thing. The only way you can say that you don't have the copyright for that song playing, But if you take for commercial, somebody use it for commercial, like Mama Dupama, you have to pay a royalty for that.
I agree.
Song. Whatever. Yeah. So Buckles was telling me, I sent 10 minutes to Fred, we'll look after that. But when Pinnock checked, they told him they want to, it's not the group, but the original singers for its song.
Yeah. I think it's
that
something.
Was it. Yeah.
Go on.
Barbados was the same deal too.
Say that again?
Barbados was the same deal also.
Okay. Yeah,
they pay your airfares, your your guest house, and 500 records. On anything from that, you pay for the record. So, around that time, in the 70s, they had no money. As I tell you, some of us wasn't working, and then to get the money to do record, it was very tough. So most of the solution band, they went on that kind of deal,
Yeah.
And these fellas make $1,000, on the group, because they had a market, they were, where they'll sell.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
It
it's
was a
something.
struggle, man.
I think it's something for you guys to look into to get royalties.
Yeah. So anytime before I die, if I take a 3% Russia, and then I'll talk to Buckles, we link up, and Pinnock.
Yes.
You
should. You
yes,
should.
we can check on that.
Yeah.
Yes, because this song's playing every day, everything when they play local songs.
Oh,
It's
yes.
a rebirth song.
Yeah, and also Peter P. I've got Lord Ken. He said that time it was an opportunity for band to record, so it gave us a chance to be on a recording. That's from Lord Kent.
Yeah, that's true. Because all of us want to record, and then you don't have the means, So that is where they started you, by you poetry, by making a record, but there's no money he was making out from that. But he was young and he was excited of having a record, so he wasn't thinking about the financial aspect of it,
Right.
We just want to make a record to have a name.
Okay.
But now with the music after a different tune, when artists are recording, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
It's copyright days, it's right, all this kind of thing.
Right. And also Peter P. Serena said Richie was the real artist who had Rebirth 7 on point, with him singing all the dub tunes, dancehall, and during this time, Yellow Man and many dub artists ruled the dancehall back in the days. Richie did all the songs.
Yes, that's correct. Richie was the one singing the dub song and this kind of thing, and he was also playing, he was a tumbaletis.
Yes.
He was the one playing the Congo drum for the band.
Yeah, big up yourself, Richie.
Yeah, because we told him in St. Croix.
Okay.
Yeah, he was part of the band, yeah. He didn't record Diversity, but when we came back, he was playing all the tumba.
Right.
And sing all the dub songs. But that's why his name was Papa Richie.
Papa Richie, okay.
Yes, that's where the name came in, Papa Richie, because he was the one posting and this kind of thing,
Yes.
Yeah, all those guys played the part in the Rebirth 7.
Also, another message from Augustus White. He said Fleming played with the band as well.
Yeah, Fleming recorded with us, as I told you a while ago. The second album, Fleming was a keyboard man in my album. Fleming is one playing keyboard though.
Okay, Fleming.
On that album.
Right.
Yes.
Also, I've got
the name of that album.
Yeah, go on.
The name of the album was Root Vibes.
Root Vibes, okay. Nice.
Yes, Root Vibes.
And also, I've got 420 in Miami. He said the name of the company for the royalties is called ASCAP. ASCAP, if you want to know. Peter P.
Oh, ASCAP. Yes, I heard about that name, ASCAP. Yes.
Yes. So that's what he's saying.
Guys, that company there a long time, the ASCAP.
Yes. You guys should look into this.
Yes, I know. Yeah, because Buckles always telling me, Buckles, he's the one, behind that. He said we should get royalties because people just taking your song, they make advertisements. Imagine when you advertise a song, somebody's song, right, for any kind of business, for the person to make money, and then you, the artist, and you're recording the background, you're singing the background, you're making a penny. It's a kind of way,
Yeah.
Grateful, but that's what you can do. But ASCAP, that's the name of the company you have to register.
Right.
But each member, that's original singer.
Yeah.
Nimus, Buckles as background, I as songwriter, Pinnock songwriter, Lord Ken songwriter.
Right.
Also,
Peter Pierre, Serena said also he was known as Prince Mohab.
Yes, that is Power Jones. That is Prince Mohab. That was his Rasta name. He was Prince Mohab.
Yes, Prince Mohab.
Yes. Before when the song was Papa Richie, but when he put on his dog, it was Prince Mohab.
Prince Mohab. Okay. Next track, Peter Pierre. Souve Dingole. Let's feature this track. 1 second.
Yeah.
Song on the Rebirth 7 original also, friend. Online live, we got Peter Pierre. La J.
I like it. Why?
102.1 FM, things turn up, turn up, turn up.
If you wanna dance, if you wanna browse, if you wanna grind, if you got way too wide.
Wow. Souvle Dingolé.
Yes, that was a big hit. Yeah, that was a big hit by Pinnock, Dance Calypso.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big tune. Yes.
Very popular
Dance
track as
Calypso.
well.
Yeah, that's a very popular track.
Pierre, I've got a question from Gus. He said, ask Peter who wrote the reggae rhythm on Rebirth 7 LP, please.
Oh, I was the one arranging all the songs, all the music.
Yeah, that's from Gus.
Yes, all the songs. I was arranger in everything. When the guys come with the song, I was the one arranging it, looking for the chords, giving the keyboard their part to play, and this kind of thing. Even when you had the brass section, I was the one checking the parts. When you had calypsos and everything, I was the one looking for the parts for the blowers. I was in everything, arranger.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I arrange all the songs.
Very clever.
Yes, because I myself was a songwriter, player, arranger. So when the guys come with the song, I put it together, look for the chords when they sing it, and put the chords and put it together.
Right.
Yes, mostly all the song. Even on the calypsos, when they guys like Mighty Almond, I was the one that arranged all those music.
Music, right.
Together.
Right. And also I've got 420 in Miami. He said, don't forget Jashim and Gregor Charles.
Yes, I mentioned the name already.
Yes. Yeah.
I mentioned the name. Because Jashim played this for us for a good while. That is okay. Jashim came in the band when Niners went to the States.
Okay. Jashim, yes.
Yeah, we shot over this one to, at that time, Jashim was played for Haitian, but the band was down. So I went for Jashim. And Gregor Charles played keyboard. You know too. Yeah, a lot of past members.
I realize.
Yes, a lot of past members. Before we reached that name, Rebirth 7, Yeah, a lot of past members.
And I've got Augustus Duvay said, in the later stages of the band, Pierre allowed us to practice in the band room.
Yes. That's true. I was a selfish guy because every young musician that could do something, we let them go in the band hall and practice and play,
Yeah.
You can't play selfish with guys from your own area, your own town. Just go in the band hall, they practice and everything. We didn't have a problem with that. Judge Best, all those guys played with Augustus.
Yes, Duvay, yes.
They had their own little group, So these guys used to go and practice in the band hall.
Right.
In the same little garage just about.
Yeah.
Now, it was fun.
Peter Pierre, another track I remember, Lego.
Tourist Lego, that was Lord Kent.
Lord Kent, yeah. Can we feature this track, Peter Pierre? 1 minute.
Yes.
Just want to big up Lord Kent.
Yes, that Lord Kent.
All the front men she was exchanging. So I went and hold on to sheet, but as soon as I touched the woman, then, hey, it's love.
102.1 FM, things turn up, turn up, turn up.
Before I call me husband for you, hey, Mr. Lego, Mr. Lego, don't take it easy, like you don't even recognize me. Hey, you mean to say you don't know that, Ken? You the ratty man, Kubati.
Yeah, this was a very popular track as well, Peter Pierre.
Yeah, Mr. Lego, that was Lord Kent.
Yes, I remember.
All those songs I
remember growing up listening to all these tracks as well.
Yeah. All these songs, you had to pass under my machinery to put music in them, to record.
Yes.
The singer comes with the song, and then I put the bass line, I put the keyboard line, my guitar part.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was the lead guitarist around that time. Because of my speed, I was the one leading the song as the lead guitarist. All the lead guitar I was playing the introduction.
Yes.
Mostly all those music,
Peter Pierre, I've got Kent
Even,
on the, 1 second, Peter Pierre, I've got Kent on the line. He said Mr. Lego was my follow-up to Karate Man.
Okay.
Yes. Big up Lord Kent.
Yeah, that was a follow-up, yes. Even on the recording, all the keyboard parts you hear, I was the one that give the keyboard man the parts to play on the music.
All right.
Yes, even from when you hear from first album, all the guitar, all the keyboard lyrics, I'm the one that gives the. I play it on my guitar until the keyboard man. That's what I want what to play.
Okay. Peter Pierre, another question from somebody unknown in St. Lucia. Said, can you ask him what year was the band formed?
What year Rebel 7 formed?
Yes.
That was in 1974.
Wow. So here we got it. 1974.
Yeah, 1974. And then in 1975, we got our first record in Martinique.
Right.
In 1974.
Now, Peter Pierre, an interesting question I have to ask you. Are we expecting a reunion?
Well, that's a good question. Man, I was planning for a reunion. You might have heard about it.
Yes, I was part of that.
Everything was in place. But
yes, come back Soufre.
Okay. But the kind of money that reunion was costing, because we had a man, Sam Oje in St. Lucia.
Yes, I
remember. He was the one in charge of the. I was in charge of the Sinclair part. Sam Oje was in St. Lucia.
Yes.
And that Donai guy in Texas, Sylvanus, was in charge. I had somebody every year, but when Sam Oje tell me the cost, and then went to the sponsor, they say the cost us about more than 25,000 US.
This is crazy.
To get yes, I'm telling you.
Yes, I remember. I designed the flyer for this. Do you remember? Come back, Soufre.
Yes, the flyer. Yes.
Yes.
Everything was in place.
Yes, I remember. Yeah.
Even the Boost Saint-Jou was about $15,000 for the area, and you had to pay security. You had to pay all this and that and that.
25,000 euros.
Now I checked. Yeah. Now in the Soufre now, Ricky, I think was 3,000 something 1 barrel. You had to check all these places that we have different shows, But when the man say that could have cost $20-something thousand, and then overseas not the money you have, you're struggling, and then you have to have a big sponsor, a man with money that will put his money out, to do that. So I couldn't do it alone. You couldn't do it alone. So that's why it say like that.
And I remember there was
because I had all the songs, I could have sent on Skype for the guys to practice all this kind of thing, and I was ready setting up.
Yeah.
The songs.
Yes.
Yes, I had songs for Fleming to practice. Then I had 9 spot, and then we had to sing St. Lucia Found. Now the next thing again, that's a thing you might spend about a few weeks in St. Lucia. You have to pay rent. You have to pay the instrument. Oh yes, the instrument to play it on. I forgot how much money the guy, something brothers tell us how much it costs to rent the instrument, the speakers and stuff first. Now, it's something again, when you live in a family overseas, you must leave money for them for the 3 weeks. So it had a little bit of expense, in it.
Yes, I remember. Yeah.
Yes, so that didn't touch going, but it was costing money.
It would have
It
been.
have some, something. When you think about a reunion, as a lot of people think it's easy
Yeah.
that we the band can get together, but the money man, because you need advertisement, you need to practice, you need to get together and this kind of thing, and stay on an island to 4 weeks and put shows together, and to
Yeah.
make that money, it wasn't easy.
Do you
But
think it's?
other guys were looking forward to it.
Yes, same here. Do you think it's still possible?
Well, as long as everybody's alive, it is possible.
Yes.
As I say, it's the finance.
Yeah.
Because some guys, they were joking, man, if I win the lottery, man, that's not a problem. If I win the lottery,
Same.
I will
Yes.
sponsor that reunion.
Yeah.
You understand? Everybody had a kind of dream,
Yeah. That
But
would.
that would, because what happened? I haven't talked to Alman too. All those Pascalipsonians,
Yes.
we are putting everything together. It's not Rebel 7 alone, but different singers,
Yes, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, to put all this thing together, and it could be a smash. I'm telling you.
Wow.
But the finance, that's what. But man, I was looking forward to that. Man, I had written a big script. I had guys type that thing from the events and the place what we'll have.
Yeah.
I
remember seeing the itinerary.
Yes.
Schedule everything.
Yeah. I just schedule everything, but it's the money. When Samboje went to the radio station, when he went to the television, the kind of money that the ads could have cost,
Because I remember when
That's what I think about
when you made inquiries about the mini stadium, they said that would cost about $15,000 EC dollars just to host this thing in there.
Yes. Yep. I tell you, it's thousands of dollars costing. But the most expensive one was in Daryl Sami Boseju Playground.
Boseju, yeah.
Because there's a big capacity that could hold some couple of thousand people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even that place in Soufrière, Mount Barrel,
Yeah.
where the entrance fee was $100, and then we could make money there because a lot of people from Sudan they could have come.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a very popular place. Everything. Mount Barrel.
Well,
That's
let's
a
not
popular place.
go on. Sorry.
That's a place when you go to Sulphur Spring.
Yes, I know Montgomery. Yes.
Yeah. That old building they turned into a cultural place, where they was keeping big shows and kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that could have hold a good amount of people. Then we had a show in town by Ricky.
Yes. Whispers.
By Richie? Whispers, yes, Whispers. Everything was in place because good organizing. After that, after these 3 big shows, other places around us, we could fit in,
Yes. Yeah, but I remember we used to keep in touch all the time about this.
Yes, we were talking about it. Even boat ride, everything was at the studio.
Yeah.
Yes, and everybody was excited from Canada, States,
Yes.
in the state, England. Everybody was looking forward for that reunion.
It's very sad,
But it's possible. Yeah, but it's possible.
Yes.
If money can make it go.
It's too much money.
Yeah, too much money. Yes, you want to get a big sponsor, guys that have the money that can sponsor that kind of events. And it can be a big event,
Yes, it would have been a big event.
When Chabi and them come back together, like Groovers, it costs them a lot of money too,
Oh, Mina Groovers, yes.
Yeah. All those things costing money. That's why some band kind of become a reunion, because it costs them
I know.
an advertisement.
Right.
Yeah, man.
And Peter Pierre, also, when you left Rebirth 7, you migrated to the US Virgin Islands. You did a remix.
Yes.
Well, not a remix, a song
Yes.
called Blast from the
I
Past.
do. Yes,
Can
I
we-
do another remix.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
plus, I have a CD coming out this year. I'll try to push it.
Okay, let me feature this track, the Blast from the Past.
The Blast from the Past, yes, that was
Yeah.
one of my favorite songs. on
Okay,
that
let me feature this track.
album. Yeah.
Ça c'est plaisir.
Boss of the one, Peter Pierre, out of St. Lucia. From the Rebirth 7 original. Song entitled Blast from the Past. Big up to Lionel. Big up to White. All those locked on. Good afternoon to you. Good evening.
Merrymakers tonight. Nunca hay trucos tonight. Nunca hay cuevas tonight. Nunca hay survival tonight. Nunca hay chapter 8 tonight. Nunca hay indies tonight. Hay tension tonight. Future lights tonight. Serenaders tonight.
102.1 FM, things turn up, turn up, turn up.
Nunca hay black bullet tonight. Nunca hay hot wax tonight. Nunca hay black roots tonight. Smile mobile tonight. Nunca hay puma tonight. Nunca hay shushu tonight. Ratata tonight. DJ Stone tonight. Mr. T tonight. Vibration tonight.
Beautiful track, Peter Pierre. Beautiful track.
Yes, yeah.
Blast from the
I
Past.
intend to put that on the album. That the CD I cut that will be on it. You know, it's a blast from the past, mentioning all the hi-fis, all the bands
Yes,
from
yes.
St.
I remember, yeah.
Lucia. Yeah. That way called a blast from the past. From the past, a lot of people don't know those bands. You know.
Yes. Beautiful song.
Mhm.
And also you remix well, not a remix. You did another song called Tribute to Rebirth 7.
Yes.
Do you remember
I put
that?
all those songs. Yes.
Well, like a medley, type of thing.
Yeah, medley. Yes. Now, I didn't send one of my reggae songs for you.
I don't think you did.
A little bit up.
No, I don't think you did.
Yeah, man. I have a heavy reggae song. I call it A Little Bit Up.
A little bit up, okay. Now let's feature the track Tribute to Rebirth 7. That little medley, well put together, Peter Pierre. I must congratulate you. 1 minute.
Yes.
Maman ou déjà dit ou pas maé. Papa ou déjà dit ou pas maé. Cécé ou déjà dit ou pas maé. Mon frère ou déjà dit ou pas maé.
102.1 FM, things turn up, turn
Jeune
up,
fille,
turn
c'est
up.
la peine maman. La peine garçon, c'est VS papa. Mais à présent, quand m'a déchépé, ou pas ni moun pour ba ou la main. Mais à présent, ou ka ou clé, quand y'a manoir qui ka fisi we. Maïe bon, maïe pas bon. Maman, veni ouais ça. Maïe bon, maïe pas bon. Papa, veni ouais ça. Maïe bon, maïe pas bon. Maman, veni ouais ça. Maïe bon, maïe pas bon. Papa, veni ouais ça. Toi, quand jeune fille, c'est la peine maman. La peine garçon, c'est VS papa.
That body!
Ça c'était une histoire, présenter des jeunes enfants. Yo j'yo a forêt, ou a chesi au miel. Là yo arrivé, yo commencé tirer. L'autre là dit non. Moi quand dit maman, pas menti, ou touché. Pas menti, ou niché. Pas menti, ou souci. Pas menti, ou coupé. Pas menti.
Tribute to Rebirth 7 from Peter Pierre.
Pas menti, ou niché.
Yeah, man, big up myself, Peter Pierre.
Ou souci. Pas menti, ou coupé.
case if you're just joining us, this is RFI Radio 102.1 FM. Live, we got Peter Pierre from the Rebirth 7 original out of Soufrière Sulphur City.
Chicken back ya make la movie, tout ça qu'a passé. Massa manger, mani fouchette, gardez yo manger. Yo pas mêler ça qui gardez, tambour la qu'a joué. C'était pas ton pas aussi.
Brilliant track, Peter Pierre. Wow.
Yes. Yeah,
Tribute
man.
Tribute to Rebirth 7.
And yes, and good recording too, good song.
Yes, quality is on point.
Yes, especially the bass part, leading to every medley, the other song that jump at the other one,
Wow. 1 second.
On 2.1 FM, things turn up.
Valorous. Lord Kent. Peter Pierre, question. Somebody asked, can we get this on iTunes?
Yes, I was thinking about how to put that on iTunes,
You should.
But I have to how you call it? I want to put some clarification to it. I have to dealing with this studio in the States.
Yeah.
That popular recording thing with them, I make that song. So there is some remix I have to do on it,
Right.
So when that will happen, I think I put it on iTunes, because that's why I have to go to the studio this year, This Makers, yes, that's the company that's recorded. This Makers,
right. And also there
I
was
get a
another.
quotation from the
And also there was another remix you done with Prince Fapo. I remember
Yes,
you had a song called
yeah.
Bend Down. Let me feature this track as well, Peter Pierre. The remix with Prince Fapo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mash up. Big up.
Peter Pierre alongside Prince Fapo, the Soufrière, Lucius Victor, aka the Prince Fapo.
Lady, you got me in flames, burning passion in the wrong direction. Although it seems to be having fun, lady, please show me all you got. Bend on your head, Lolo. If I slam on your chest, Lolo, you can sing me a song, Lolo. This sweet sugar song, Lolo. You may say that I am crazy, but I like a song that sends people wild, but make you roll your belly. But Sacred Prince Papa send you wild, jam if you jamming, Lolo.
The brother of DJ Popo,
Wine if you Lolo.
Prince Fapo.
Lolo.
Peter Pierre, somebody's asking, where can we buy this track?
Yes, this track I have to call the This Makers, to release that album,
Right.
because I had printed 500 copies, but It's sold out between St. Croix and Canada and elsewhere, you know. And some in St. Lucia, you know. I didn't reproduce any of them, you know.
What's the name of the album, Peter Pierre?
The name of the album was Battery Rider.
Battery Rider. Oh yes, I think I had a copy of that CD.
Yeah,
Battery Rider. That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So
I have also on behalf of it, I have some Zouk Show.
Show, right? Yeah, I think I had a copy of that album somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me feature more from Prince Papo.
Yeah.
Don't feel no way if I miss my cool. I am hard to understand. Bend on your head, Lolo. If I slam on your chest, Lolo, you can sing me a song, Lolo. This sweet soca song. You may say that I am crazy, but I like a song that send people wild, will make you roll your belly. But sacrifice couple send you wild. Jam if you jamming, Lolo. Bend if you bending, Lolo. Wine if you whining, Lolo. Move away and get down, Lolo.
Just one big up Rosa and Willie as well. Big up to UB, enjoying the vibes also. Big up Sulphur City, so fair. Good afternoon to you guys. Bon après-midi. Bonsoir. Big up myself, Serena Charles. Big up Lucius, my brother as well. Logged on.
Sad to say I had to end. So be it if I was too quick. It was the string on top the V. Call me boss to pay the cost. Bend on your head, Lolo. If I slam on your chest, Lolo, you can sing me a song, Lolo. This sweet soca song, Lolo. You may say that I am crazy, but I like a song that send people wild, will make you roll your belly. But sacrifice purpose then you wild. Jam if you jamming, Lolo. Bend if you bending, Lolo. Wine if you whining, Lolo. Move away and get down, Lolo.
The voice of the one, Lucius Victor, the Soufre. Big up the Palmis Road Posse. Prince Fapo. Just one big up Crossroads all the way in Canada as well. Good afternoon to Crossroads. Nice to have you on board, sir. Yeah, DJ Popo, he said this song is from the Battery Rider album. Now, Pierre, whose idea was it to remix this track?
It was my idea, you know, because I wrote that song for Fapo in St. Lucia for the road match.
Right.
So when I come, both of us come up here together, you know, and I went with them. I said that song, I arranged it that way to record it, you know.
Right.
Just all these songs, I was the one that wrote it for him. You know, I was writing the Skeleton song for him.
Okay.
So I say that was a road match, you know.
Yeah. He's a very good vocalist.
Yeah. So I say letting that one pass, you know.
And I've got Serena saying Peter Pierre Jashim also played the bass as well.
Yeah. I'm in a road match carnival time, yeah.
All right. I've got Dr. Love.
Yes.
Dr. Love, which is Fapo brother. He said, I also have a copy of that album somewhere.
Yeah.
Right. Next track, Peter Pierre. Let's feature another track.
Yeah.
Soukwe Dase, Peter Pierre. Live on RFI Radio 102.1 FM. Don't forget to go check us online at www.rfi1021fm.com. And of course, you can donate to the station as well. Annually.
Hey.
102.1 FM, things turn up.
I'm loving this one. Zuke Dase from Peter Pierre.
Wait.
Hey, Pierre, it still has a little Rebirth 7 flavor in it. Hello?
Hello. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said it still have a little Rebirth 7 flavor. That Zouk song.
Yeah, you can get the flavor as long as there is, you'll feel that real flavor.
Right.
And DJLT, I want you to. I have my own page, Facebook page. It is called PIERRE.
Yes, we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this as well.
Okay. Yes.
And Lord can say big tune. And I've got Monsty, Damias. Damias. He said, "Big up Pierre, original Sulphur City elder, respect."
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I think he's YG's son. Just to be precise. All right. Big up yourself, Damias.
Yes.
Monsty.
No.
C'est pas les mots de mal. C'est ça yo café. Et ça fait yo plus ça. C'est ça yo café. Manger au cabriolet à sous-diffé. C'est ça yo café. Pouvez battre m'lager. C'est ça yo café. L'autre du cadi, pas ni l'âge. C'est ça yo café. Toi va.
So Pierre, is this song on the album as well?
Yeah.
It's on the album.
Yeah.
So how soon you think
that's on the same battery rider.
Yeah. So how soon you think you're going to release the rest of the CDs? Because people making inquiries already, Peter Pierre.
Okay, you know that the pandemic thing put a lot of halt in a lot of things,
True.
So I'm waiting for things to cool out, but I'll be going to the studio next month,
Yeah.
to put the rest on CD and then this because you'll see how it goes,
So how many songs you have on the Battery Rider album? I can't remember.
It have a lot of songs, I think they have more than 10 songs.
So are you going to add more to it?
The one I recently have more than Battery Rider, so I don't know. The one I recently have about 14 songs. I'll choose the best. And that album I want to put out also, I want to play to a guy called Lord Jerry from Soufrière,
Oh yes, Lord Jerry, yes.
He's a folksy. Okay, he have a couple of songs he had give me, and as a tribute to him, I want to put 2 of his songs, on the album, because the young people don't know these guys, and then they were very like entertainer, in Soufrière.
Right.
So I want to put these 2 tracks dedicated to him, because he was always checking me in the band hall, giving him his little tip, So give me a whole cassette, even when they sell Scuba and Muddy from all this kind of thing.
Can you give us a little Can you give us a little a cappella of one of the songs from Lord Jerry?
Oh, lundi bon matin, moi te kay ben. Josephine dit moi, il kanou et puis moi. Moi pas ka menti, moi te bien content. Mais vle ben tout point désagrément tant ça, moi dit pas ben tourner. Si moun vine ki sang ay di, moi san nom moi ni respect. Sou pas ka koute moi ka kale. Ti chien ouais, il pas happy. Tant ça dit moi Jerry fait aller. Moi dit ti chien là, il pas ni comprendre, mais c'est ou qui ni comprendre ou pas ka tant ça moi dit pas ben tourner. Si moun vine ki sang ay di, moi san nom moi ni respect. Sou pas ka koute moi même ka aller.
Yes, I remember the old Lord Jerry. Yes.
Yeah, my old Jerry, man, he was writing some good songs, man,
Yes,
and
yes.
people know about these songs too,
Yes.
So I say I revive it, of him, to put it on that album too. That's why I have to go to the studio, to put those and mix it.
Right. So you're waiting for that pandemic to be all over, then you could release.
Yes. I the studio is not a problem to do, but the general thing in the studio and the mixers and this sort of kind of thing, I want things to go down a while,
Yes.
Because even the distribution, people doesn't go to dancing until that thing will be over.
Yes. I've got a message from Valeros. He said, although I'm grieving my cousins there, big up to Peter Pierre. The family is listening. That's from Valeros.
Okay.
Yes, I think
so his cousin passed away.
His cousin passed away, yes. May his soul rest in peace.
Okay. Condolences to him.
Yeah. So Peter Pierre, for bookings, how can somebody contact you?
Well, Sam, when the time comes, we'll talk, I'll give you my email address, I'll give you my phone number. We'll talk about that. And even as I told you, there's a lot of information on my own private page, You'll have to check it out also.
Can you give it out? Your social media, can you give it out?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is in the public domain. It is Peter Pierre Rebirth 7 Rebirth the 7 original.
Okay.
Yes, you'll see a lot of some. You'll see Serena and the band she was singing with, and a lot of other singers from St. Lucia. So it's very interesting. It's a very, very popular Facebook page.
What's about?
So I will check it out then.
What's about Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram is Peter Pierre too.
Peter Pierre O2.
I'm on Instagram.
Okay. Right. And just before you go, Peter Pierre, who do you want to say hi to?
Yes, I'd like to say hi, Valros, Jolly, Josie, Mona, Alvin, Peanut, Buckles, Lord Kent, Ninus, Papa Richie, and Serena, Gregor. If I have to, Kalalu, Gerard, right? It's Kalalu.
Yes, Kalalu.
But if I have to go on and sending a greeting for all those people, those I forget. Jashim, the last time I saw Jashim singing a country song, and Serena had a good comments on him,
Yes.
All these were lost entertainers, guys that didn't get the push, That was a very nice writing comment Serena said about him,
Yes.
Sam OJ, all those guys, Bassman play a big part, in the late Rebirth 7 when they play in the hotel. The keyboard, plays saxophone, and play a lot, in the orchestra part,
Yes.
Marcus, John Dennis, Alvin, all those guys, those I forget, big up.
Yes.
Big up here.
Good, wicked. Pierre, I hope very soon we have a reunion.
Yes, it's possible.
We'll be looking forward to that, Peter Pierre.
Yes, yeah.
Once again, Peter Pierre.
It was nice chatting with you.
It was a pleasure having you on RFI Radio, nice. Peter Pierre.
Yes, it was very nice, man.
Yes.
For the people to hear my voice, so it's good. I like it.
Yes. Just to let you know, I will be calling Lord Kent after this, after I speak to you.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
So
Peter Pierre, you take care, and the pleasure of passing through RFI Radio. Don't be a stranger. When you release the album, give us a call, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, definitely.
All right?
Yeah, definitely, yes.
All right, nice, Peter Pierre. Take it easy.
Okay, take care.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah, bye-bye.
All right.
Next.
All right. This was Peter Pierre from Soufriere, Switzerland, 758. Original member, Rebirth 7 original.
102.1 FM, things turn up.
Big up to Serena Charles, saying more love to Pierre. I never knew Valerie was a drummer. He kept this a secret, Valorous. Peter Pierre. It was live on RFI Radio, 102.1 on the FM dial, 1021. My name is DJ LT.
If you wanna friends,